Okay, this is me, Aaron Tracy, Costa del Sol. And so I'm at a street sign waving rally. There's people across the street as well. And this is for Mike Levin, who is one of the Democratic candidates running for Congress for the 49th District of California. So he's actually here, and I'm going to go over and say hi to him. This is Mike Levin. I'm making a video, just not a live one, a regular one. And we're at a sign waving rally for one of the Democratic candidates for California District 49, and this is Mike Levin.
Hi, everybody.
And he's got a bunch of supporters here. And actually, I'm sure you're aware that these are going on about 3 or 4 times a week in this district now.
Yep.
You got a lot of support.
Well, we decided that if the rallies in front of ICE's office stopped, that we wanted to have our own. And hopefully everybody here that's out will get on the phone or knock some doors and communicate with voters. That's what this is all about. We've got 35 days until the election.
35 days to the primary.
The primary election.
Okay,
on June 5th.
for my national audience who may not realize this, California has what is called a jungle primary. And it's because it's tough. It's the top 2 vote getters go through, even if they're both Republican, both Democrats, both whatever, it doesn't matter. The top 2 vote getters, period, go through. And so it's a possibility to get stuck with 2 Republicans and get shut out on June 5th.
Can't have that happen. Can't have that happen.
And so Mike is out there hitting the streets. I see you everywhere. I see you at meet and greets, at house parties, at debates, forums, like literally every day.
We've had 148 house parties.
And so that leads me to believe that you really are interested in speaking to the constituents of the 49th District of California, because you're out there every day.
I can't imagine anybody would want to do this and not want to go and speak and listen to a lot of people.
And so that kind of brings me to that our current representative, Republican Darrell Issa, had I believe 3 town halls with his constituents in many years.
Yep.
And when I asked him personally in front of many news cameras to have one, he first said yes,
Sure.
and then he went back on it and said no as soon as the cameras were off, and never did hold it. I also went up with a group of students who were demanding answers about gun safety laws, as ISA did not. ISA was was pro the conceal, where you could just conceal
carry.
weapons. Yeah. And so he did not respond to those students.
He's pro anything the NRA tells him to be pro.
And do you know what his NRA rating is offhand?
I'd imagine it's an A or A+, if they give an A+.
Yeah, I think he's got an A+ rating. So if you were elected, how would you have town halls on a set schedule?
I want to have at least one a month, and I figure that people will let me know if that's too much, but I don't think it will be. I think people are ready to go and participate in the democratic process, have their voice heard, and I owe it to them, if I'm their representative, to listen.
It seems like a lot of politicians say, "Oh, I'm in Washington too much of the time to be here."
Well, look,
so
you're in Washington 115 days of the year. That leaves 250 days of the year that you're not.
So that's an excuse.
I think it's an excuse.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. Thank you.
We gotta go. Oh,
thank you so
Robbie's
much. Oh,
giving
he's
me
getting he's getting the hook.
Thanks,
so
everybody.
Thank you for joining me. And I will be at more street protests. In fact, maybe later tonight, one in Encinitas for immigrant rights. So feel free to join me. Thank you.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Mike.